Hi all, welcome to Salesforce in 5 minutes. In previous video, we tried to insert account and user within the same transaction and we got a mixed DML operation error. In this video, we are going to focus on how to fix this issue and why exactly are we fixing this issue only this way. We're going to understand it this in this video. But before that, if you are liking my videos and I was able to help out to you about Salesforce in any way, please do subscribe to my channel. So let's jump back to our video. So again, I'll explain that within the single transaction, I'm trying to insert account and user, right? So I'm trying to insert account and user within the single transaction within this Apex class. So let's first of all understand, okay? And this the line that I've pulled, let's consider it as tr. That is nothing but the transaction, okay? This line, this line can be considered as a transaction, and within this single transaction, and you can consider this line as a timeline. I'm going to denote it as ti, okay? Within this timeline, within a single transaction, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to insert user and account at the same time. So user and account, both of these objects records I'm trying to insert within the single transaction. So now user is nothing but a setup object, whereas account is a non-setup object, okay? And within the same transaction, we never ever can insert or do any kind of DML within a setup and non-setup object. If you try to do a DML on a setup and non-setup object together within a single transaction, that's where we face an issue of mixed DML operation. Now to fix this issue properly, what we need to do is we need to insert at least one of these objects in a different transaction or in a different thread. So basically in simple terms, what we are trying to do is we're trying to insert user and the account within the single thread itself. What we have to do is we have to insert or do mixed DML or we have to do DML operation of at least one of the object in different thread. So now as soon as like whenever we have to do any kind of a transaction in a different thread, that's where we go with the future apex. Okay, that's where we use future apex in Salesforce. So that is the reason why mixed to fix the mixed DML operation, future apex is used largely. Like anytime you face any kind of mixed DML operation, we usually go with future apex. So what exactly happens is you try to insert the account within this transaction itself, but you start another transaction, another thread of transaction, and that's where you insert the user. Okay, so that's how you fix a mixed DML operation. So let's try to do it within the Apex. Right now within sync transaction, I'm trying to insert user and account, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a method. Okay, and within this transaction I'm going to insert the user, and this method will be future. So whenever we want any transaction to happen in a different thread, that's where we go with the future Apex, right? So and then I'm going to comment this code, and I'm going to call this future method within this Apex class, Apex method. So in the previous video, if you saw it, if I try to if I tried to run this video, I tried to run this Apex class, and we got a mixed TML operation error. Now if I try to run it, let's see what kind of what kind of error do we get. So first, account is inserted in a single thread, okay, and then within the operation you can see a future handler as well. Okay, see, this is where inside this future handler we are trying to insert the account. But let's see what issue I am getting over here. Insert failed. This is because my license limit has been exceeded. Now the reason here is I am using a normal Salesforce org, right? In this org we only have two Salesforce licenses, right? And I think so Raju Srivastav has one of the license. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to deactivate this user. I'm going to save it. So now if you see that there are two system admins and one of this custom profile, that is Raju Srivastava. Now if I try to again insert it, let's see what happens. First I'm going to clear the lock, and I'm going to execute it. So account was successfully inserted, and the next thing, thread, again the insert of contact field, account user field. This is because of duplicate username. So now this issue we faced because I already previously inserted one more user with the same username. So I'm just going to change the username of this user. Username is, so again if I try to insert it, so again in this transaction account was inserted, and let's go to the next transaction. Oh, one of the Apex class was in is in pending. So one of the future job is still in pending process. So that's why our next Apex class is not getting executed. But still we'll go to the log. Okay, one of these Apex class, this future handler is has got executed. So right now, if we were able to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 users, now it should be able to, she should be able to see 7 users. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is one of the user that is inserted right now. As we can see, I just changed the username to 10111, right? So this is inserted successfully. So this is how you fix a mixed DML operation error inside the Apex. I hope you found this video very helpful. I was able to help you out. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to our channel, and thank you for watching this video.